We're starting now our
This is
miscellaneous.
actually insane.
Return of the Mac and Cheese continues to be the persistent thorn.
Yeah, he's awesome.
In Jeremy Hambley's side. Here he is. He's blowing all his money on ads. Thanks for the tip via DM. We now have located all of Quartering's paid ads. Google reports 200 total, all in the past year alone.
That's crazy.
The oldest was July 2025. So the germinal decline has been in full effect for basically an entire calendar year at this point, and it's getting really, really tough. So if we go to the next slide.
Ash, if you're a creator, if you make a movie trailer or a game trailer or a video you worked really hard on, you want more, okay, you're buying ads for it to spread the word. To put 200 news reading articles as ads is unhinged.
It's like one every other day.
It's crazy.
He's doing like one every 2 days. He's doing this. It's crazy.
Or even more. So, I would say more, because
if we filter by only US ads, we can see over half of them are only shown overseas. Now, Return of the Mac and Cheese says, I find this part interesting because it shows how Jer his content over the years. He used to have a large overseas audience, but it's clear he can see the stats and knows he lost all of them when he went all in on US politics instead of generic woke slop and cape shit.
Oh,
they are never coming back, Jer.
That makes sense.
It's over. And he points out, and this is just obvious, imagine how much money he's wasting on this shit and how many fake views these ads account for. I don't know what his average is, but we've seen ads for 20,000 views in the not too distant past. So there's a hero out there, a brave hero, who built a site, Germinal Decline.
It's actually the best website ever.
And
I love it.
He's adding new features. So he's already on it. And he's categorizing all of these. So here's 69 of them.
Yo!
These account for nearly 8 million views. So we see here, this one has 400,000 views. He averaged during that month about 89,000 views. So that's getting about 4.5 times his average performance. So we can assume, just roughly, that about 313,938 of these views are completely paid for by advertisers. Same thing here.
It's nuts.
This one, 342,000 views. That was a month where he averaged only 61,000 views. So this did 5.6 times the average. Massive outlier. And that's 281,000 fake paid for views. So this guy has been faking millions and millions and millions of views, and not just, but he's been outright paying for them, losing money in order to make people believe that he's more successful than he is.
It was a fake it till you make it, right?
It was a fake it till you make it. Yeah. Probably an attempt to scam advertisers, scam Rumble into renewing him at a higher contract. And also, I'm sure he thought, well, my content's so good that, if I advertise it, people are going to subscribe and they're going to stick around. But they don't stick around.
He buys subs. Listen, if you don't get subs for 10 days and then the next day you get 10,000 in 1 day, you have bought those subs.
BTC Maniac is estimating it at easily $100,000. I think it might be more. I think it's a lot.
How much are ads? Like I actually don't even know.
Somebody needs to look into this, right? But this might have been why also he had so much pull with YouTube as he had, because he's been buying all these advertisements and he's been paying them a fucking fortune.
Between $6 to $15 per 1,000 impressions.
He was saying that it cost him, I think, what did he say? He told us what he was paying. He said it was something like 50 cents a view, or was it $1 a view?
It says something 30 cents a view.
30 cents a view?
0.5 to 30 cents a view. I'm assuming it's around medium. So let's say 20. Say 20 for the average. 20 cents a view. Go ahead. 10 million
he
views.
bought 10 million views.
Okay, let's do the math.
Oh, buddy, then he blew like 7 figures on advertisements.
Wait,
There's
hang on.
no way.
Someone do the math.
There's no way he blew 7 figures on fucking views, is there? There's no way, buddy.
We have to go.
Maybe that's why he's so desperate. He's playing in the arms of the angels today, holding up his starving buddy.
Is it
There's
$200,000? Is that
no? I think it's $2 million, buddy.
$2 million at 20 cents.
$2 million, buddy. He fucking spent on this shit. Allegedly, there's no way. Well, somebody said Jer said he spends 30% of his revenue on ads.
Do 5 cents. Fucking way. Do 5 cents of you then. Do the lowest average. 5 cents of you is what?
He must have spent 500 grand. That's what it would be.
Yeah, I would say $500 million. Yeah.
I
wish it were $250,000 because that'd be funnier. But
that's truly insane, right?
Yeah. That's the best case scenario, by the way.
You gotta understand, like his home, he's in debt for $2 million. You know what I mean? Like he's a guy who owns multiple airplanes. You know,
well,
he got a Cybertruck. He's got a Ford Raptor. He's got apparently an entire classic car collection.
Okay, if someone watches their video as an ad, do you make money off that video? Because if it's an ad, it doesn't have ads within the ad, right? So you aren't even making ad money for that view.
No.
Which is crazy. That's like a double loss. Like you get like a long line.
They do. Maybe they do also pay out the AdSense on it.
I'm actually blown away.
I have no idea how it actually works. So take everything we're saying with a grain of salt. I'm sure somebody like Luther Morgan will do a deep dive into it, or the Germinal Decline guy, or Return of the Mac and Cheese himself. Other people will probably do a lot more research into it, and will figure out the estimate on what this spend would be.
You do not earn monetization revenue from ad views themselves. If you pay for a YouTube video to show as an advertisement, people watch it as an ad. Those ad views are promotional views, not monetized content. This is why
Maggie was fired at Christmas.
Yeah.
This is what I think. This is what I think. All of these staff have been laid off. Everything's been scaled back. No Mother's Day gift box this year from Coffee Brand Coffee. No new flavors this year from Coffee Brand Coffee. As we're about to find out, he's clearing out coffee at 75% off. So every bag he's selling is a straight up loss for him at this point of those brands. It's looking tough for Jer. I'm not going to lie. But what's crazy about these advertisers, so if we go to the next slide, we can see all of those ones are pretty successful, right? But his promotion on Unsleeved Media was a disaster. All this money was completely wasted. So if you look at that bottom one, will Magic the Gathering TMNT fail?
90.
He somehow advertised that video and got less than his average viewership.
Oh my
Unsleeved Media, which was already in the fucking toilet.
Because
and then you look at a bunch of these, right? And they're like break even at best. So they were all paid views.
We have a 1 here.
To just do what they were naturally doing. And this is the thing.
The big one is a 2.2.
So only 2 of the 21 videos exceeded that 2-to-1 threshold. So you look here, there's 4, 5, 6, 7. So 15 of his 21 videos that he promoted on Unsleeved Media got less than the channel was getting on average.
Yeah.
Just total disaster campaign.
And I have to say this. Again, we've obviously know he's buying subs, but here's like another thing. If he's buying 200 videos in 1 year worth of ads, he's 10,000% buying subs. 10 like sue me, Jer. I dare you. You know what I mean? Well, it's not a legend. It's 100%. Sorry.
It's gonna come. He's failing.
Yeah.
He's failing.
No, he's buying views and shit. Like, fuck this.
Of course he is.
Yeah.
They'll say, oh, well, they're not fake, actually, because they're advertisements. I consider that fake. I
Yeah.
feel like most people would consider that fake, but there's some other weird shit going on with Quartering's metrics.
Mhm.
So look at this video from today. Something huge happened. Now, we know that this number isn't 100% accurate.
Yeah, it's
But
usually higher, right?
10,389 views
In an
He
hour?
has in an hour, but 8.6 thousand likes?
Wait!
It's impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible.
Ashton!
He's buying engagement. He's buying likes on these videos. He has to be, bro.
Okay, look.
Because
Ash knows this, right?
even if it's 20,000 views,
It's still impossible.
it's still impossible. Because it will be higher than that in real time. And sometimes it's as much as twice as much.
Usually
or a
it's like,
bit more.
if it's 10,000, it's like 15 to 20.
The reality is
Yeah.
the real baseline on likes is about 10%. Maybe a little bit higher.
If it's a real good video.
If we're giving him the full benefit of the doubt that this is 20,000 views, we're looking at close to a 50% like-dislike ratio. And just looking at it on the nose of it, it's an 86% like-dislike ratio. 86% like to view ratio. That's insane. It's a lie. It's fake.
That is literally, I'm going to tell you right now, I've been around the block on YouTube. Everyone here who's made videos knows. That is
Everyone knows.
That's beyond impossible. Why? Like, that's actually crazy.
No, it's a straight up scam. And Ghostballs asks, what is the point in buying likes and views? Is it to try and scam advertisers into paying them for an ad read? That's part of what it is. The other part of it is just his pride and his vanity. And he will go broke trying to preserve his pride
and pretend that he's doing well. Yeah.
That he's still super successful and this top content creator. And we're all jealous of the millions of dollars that he's making every month. But it's all fake. It's phony.
Actually more
it's a
sad.
fraud.
It's more sad than if I
really
just watched his views
pathetic.
go down. Like,
it's really pathetic because had he watched his views go down, he would still be making an actual profit every month.
Yeah.
But instead, he chooses to paper over his numbers with bullshit, buying advertisements, buying likes, pumping out short after short after short to paper over the viewership and pretend like line goes up. But the truth is your brand's in the fucking shitter and it's over, bud. You're fucking done. And it's getting worse every day. So now here we have one of the craziest pictures of all time. Like ISIS hostage Johnny Junkers. This gay man is being forcibly held against his will and forced to pretend to be in a heterosexual relationship. Look into his eyes. See the pain. See him dreaming. Bro, like we're not even look at that. Look at him, dude.
Hello, darkness. Look at her.
My old friend. I've
like,
come to talk to you again. Well, he's during Pride Month. Pride Month.
Wait, he's really tiny. Did you see him standing next to Mel? I'm like,
he's a tiny little gay.
Is this guy 5'1" for real? Like, what the fuck?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. I got this on the edit, by the way. I got this on the edit.
Just to point out for later on, where Quartering pretends like he has no idea what's been going on with Ralph, and he's hearing this from the first time for Jim. Here he is in Ralph's chat. There he is, the Quartering verified in the chat. He's trying to strike up deals with Ralph. God only knows what the fuck, you know. There he is in the chat over on the right-hand side.
Wow.
Names up from the bottom.
Quartering, and then people are replying to him. Big Jer. But he puts ... Like, what a weirdo. And by the way, he has the whale emoji, so he's the top donator of the day.
Donated to
what
Ralph,
a
buddy.
Fucking loser, dude. Yeah. Okay, Ash, you're losing everything. Your viewers, your career's almost over. What do?
Well,
join with Ralph.
He's doing autistic Game of Thrones, trying to back channel with Ralph against us and against other people.
Have us doxed and stuff and swatted.
Well, that's what he's trying to do, right? Because he knows he needs allies. So he goes to the fucking sewer to try and find them. But as he finds out, even the sewer doesn't want his fucking bitch ass. Ralph fucking threw him out, and rightfully so. Fuck him.
Yeah, let me just, okay, here we go.
And I'll have to source the clip. I didn't find it yet today, where Quartering straight up admits like that he knows about the Ralph situation and doesn't want people coming to his
and then
house.
we'll tweet it out too and retweet it so everyone.
And then today he's trying to gaslight Jim that he had no fucking idea what's going on, as though Mr. Medicare is a complete fucking retard and is never going to figure it out, or no one will ever explain to him.
Sorry,
that Jared's lying to him.
But Ash, here's the thing too. Let's say you're doing 10,000 subs every 5 days and you're making millions of views and everything's great. You're going to really rejoin the sector?
Why would you be in Ralph's chat?
You'd be like, fuck it. Who cares?
There's no reason to be in Ralph's chat. And even if you are going to lurk because you're laughing at Ralph, to announce yourself as being there in the chat, obviously he's hoping that Ralph's going to throw him a lifeline and Ralph's going to act as his rabid attack dog. Literally. And he knows the tactics that Ralph employs because Ralph was just threatening him with those tactics. But he wants to take Ralph and redirect him towards his enemies. That's who Quartering is.
Well, Quartering has a tweet saying, remember? He has a tweet saying, you better not show up at my house or I'm going to arrest you or get you arrested or whatever the fuck. And now he's okay. Anyway,
that's the thing. He threatened to stand his ground if Ralph showed up.
Oh yes, he threatened to kill him.
he had no idea, and we'll see how disingenuous he was in his exchange with Jim, where he's like, "I never heard about that. I'll let the authorities know right away." Meanwhile, Quartering's been weaving this whole tale of how he's already been in contact with the authorities for months now because of all of the swattings and all of the activity that he's faced from everybody. But now, I'm hearing this for the first time. People are trying to run gay ops on me, Jim. Wow, thanks, Jim. Will you please defend me against Kino Casino, Jim? Please, I love you, Jim. Like, that's what this shit is.
Wow. Okay, anyway, what else was here?
Brad Cool was there in chat saying, Jeremy, do you want to come up and hang out at Bay Beach Amusement Park? We can ride the roller coaster.
Brad Cool for moderator.
So then he was rejected by Ralph. Quartering can go suck a dick. I do not roll with him at all, which is a low point for sure. All right, next slide. Brad Cool's weekend. He went to the Cadaverific Hearst show. We'll be going to this Saturday. He'll be rocking his coffee brand coffee shirt. So if you spot me, feel free to say hi. Always love to chat to some Jeremy with fellow fans.
With I couldn't
even read it right. I couldn't even believe what I was seeing, even though I put it in there.
Some Jeremy.
Holy
like talking shop,
buddy.
You know?
They're going to talk shop with Jerry at the Hearst show, I guess, for his dead career or something.
Hearst show? That's crazy. There's a Hearst show, by the way.
Okay, so now this is Brad Cool becoming Brad Cruel, and he's on the warpath now.
Good.
He says, just realize that the Quartering mod is on here as at the real Neuro D. I've been scrolling for a while, and he seems rightfully proud of all the streams he mods, but no Quartering? Not a single day of his show ever posted? Huh. What's wrong with this Janny?
Wow.
Won't even support Jer. And Jer chose him over Brad Cool? Wow.
But why?
What a scumbag.
This is crazy, man. Oh my God.
It really is wrong. And then Brad Cool Unlimited says, I need to remind trolls that Quartering mod B-Job Secure gets dolled up to go enjoy Eddie Izzard and his/their business. We've always had a lot of gay people in the Quartering community. Let them live their lives. And here is the Quartering mod reviewing Eddie Izzard's Pearl Theater performance.
No way.
That's 5 stars. I felt my eyes watering at times as I couldn't stop laughing, and I was not alone. For everyone there really appeared to be having a good time. If you learn that Eddie Izzard is near, do yourself a favor and go see his performance. Time and money well spent. If you don't know who Eddie is, you just Google Eddie. He's like a tranny, gender fluid fucking freak. Okay, so here's the interaction with Mr. Medicare. So Medicare starts talking about this Scarlett Hampton stream, saying this stream is packed with info. Quick summary: Ralph's Mexican residency is running out. He wants to leech off Hunter Moore in Colombia, threatened rape, threatened violence, wanted to ambush the quartering and stalk him, involved in years worth of Discord doxing and swatting, broke, literally poverty tier broke. So then quartering comes in, inserts himself, doesn't actually engage with what Medicare mentioned him for, which was the swatting and shit like this, sees this as his opportunity to gargle on Jim's nutsack and try and gain Jim as his ally in his autistic Game of Thrones crusade to deplatform everyone who laughs at him on the internet, because he believes that Medicare is the only true arbiter of anything on the internet, and that if Jim tells us and everybody that quartering's a great guy, then we're all going to bend the knee and Jer will win, which is delusional, but that's what he actually believes. So quartering comes in and goes, I know everyone hates me or whatever. Are you a teenage girl? Are you actually like an emo little bitch? I know everyone hates me or whatever, Jim, but I am praying for you. Well, he doesn't need your fucking prayers. You're a fake fucking Christian. Get fucked. I'm praying for you. I love you. I'm praying for you. And I wish the best for you. I don't know what's true or not, but one of my greatest regrets is not patching things up with you. Why would that be one of your biggest regrets in life? By the way,
what did
this
you do?
This is some random guy that you were adversarial with on the internet nearly 10 years ago. But one of your biggest regrets in life is some guy whose channel you tried to take down. You didn't reconcile with him. Well, how about you admit to what you did in that tweet and apologize? And then maybe there can be some sort of reconciliation. But he'll never admit to the things that he's done because he knows it will end his career. So he always has to obfuscate. He always has to be vague about it and just hope that everybody's willing to forgive him now and kumbaya and be the bigger man and let Jer get away with fucking them over, you know? So he says, you have been one of the most consistent people in the history of online bullshit. Well, buy a hat for your hat would suggest otherwise. They're quartering, you ball-washing fucking homo. But times change. Times change, you know what I mean? I used to be anti-grift.
We all
now
move
I
on.
fucking,
we all change,
you know, beg for donos in the greasy gutter as a whore as well. Okay,
well, that's what we do. That's our job.
But you know, it is what it is, right? This is just like pathetic groveling before Jim's throne. Daddy Jim, please, I worship you, Daddy Jim.
You're the perfect
Casino, you're a perfect man, Jim, and you never did anything wrong, Jim. Okay, so Jim just doesn't address any of that shit with quartering because, frankly, he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And says, I'm not sure why Ralph attempted to insert himself. Now, the irony of that here is that quartering decided to insert all of his other issues into this rather than actually address what was going on in the thread with Jim, which is fucked. But Scarlett talks about him wanting to go after you and somehow scouting a list of your hangouts in town, and also talks about swatting you. Might want to give it a listen. Quartering says, I had no idea because I was offline.
You were blind.
You directly addressed this shit on your stream. And there's clips of it that are out there. And I'm just surprised that none of us were able to pull it in the last 24 hours alone. Maybe somebody did it and posted it there. But Jared directly acknowledged Ralph and talked about if people come to his fucking house, he's going to handle business and they're going to regret coming to his house, et cetera, et cetera. He absolutely knew what was going on with Ralph. So it's just completely disingenuous. And he says, I'll at least update my local PD. Why would they have to be updated?
Didn't he talk to the PD last week, he said?
Not only has quartering talked about swattings and stuff that's happened since he flagged down our channel, but he's talked about how people have come in real life to his home in red F-150s and intimidated his wife until she was afraid to answer the door. And unlike Mr. Medicare, who on the weekend released all the evidence of what was going on with his swattings, quartering's not released one single shred of evidence that any of this stuff happened. Which, by the way, what he was doing was sympathy baiting. What he was doing, in addition to sympathy baiting, which was even worse, was trying to get people to actually do gay ops on him and swat him by crying out, knowing that that brings that sort of attention. And then he could blame it on us or blame it on Josh Moon and the Kiwi Farms. That's what this shit is.
Yeah.
And it's insane that Quartering has actually managed to get away with this bullshit for this long. And you have him here just straight up lying to Jim and thinks that it'll never, ever come out. Ever. Anyway.
And here we go. Someone else replies to Quartering here. Gotta ask, it's not a trick question. Do you really have no idea why everyone hates me or whatever?
So he shouldn't have even replied to this.
Yes.
He needs to get off Twitter. He's making it worse on himself.
Buddy.
But he keeps doing this shit. He gets drunk, and then it's Miller time, it's Twitter time, and he makes a fool of himself again. So he goes, oh, I know why people are mad, but I choose not to engage. You're engaging right now, Jer.
Mm-hmm.
What you're doing is engaging. You're crying to Mr.
Pussy.
Medicare about the bad treatment that you're getting, hoping that Mr. Medicare will troll shield you and save you from the consequences of your own retarded actions. That's what this is. Okay?
Yeah, troll shield.
He says, almost none of what people think is actually true. Well, which parts are true then? Will you cop to it? This is what's crazy is this guy will at no point put on the record what's true and what's not true.
Mm-hmm.
He just thinks that he's going to be able to go his entire life without actually addressing any of the shit that went down, all of the people that he tried to ruin, not just us, but Stuttering Craig, Rant Man, Geeks and Gamers,
Alyssa.
Friday Night Tights, Alyssa Clips, Vent. The list goes on and on and on.
Endless.
Camelot,
Luther,
endless.
Bearing,
Luther Morgan, that was a
shit.
serious fucking issue with Luther Morgan. Serious issue with Bearing as well, where he deleted all of the content that they've done together. And so he doesn't want to have to answer for any of this. So he just says almost none of what people think is actually true. The truth is, nearly all of what people think is actually true. And the truth is, it's probably all of it and much more that we don't even know about.
Yeah, it's worse, for sure.
Listen, the only thing that I'll give to Jer is that we don't know with 100% certainty that Adam Seller's wife. Okay?
I mean,
but
I'm pretty sure, but
if my belief is, and my position on this has been very consistent from the beginning, if this was any other online personality, Quartering would have called them a cuckold had that information come out. If it was Destiny, if it was Hassan Piker, if it was anybody on the left. But because Jer, who claims to have never been MAGA and never been conservative, is right-wing, i.e. he's grifting off of Trump supporters while disowning them, talking out of both sides of his mouth, we're not allowed to make fun of him for being a cuck and having a bull in his household for years. Okay, get fucked, bro. Seriously, get fucked. Everything else that we ever talked about with Quartering, and this is in complete good faith, was based on his own words on tweets
and
YouTube videos.
Yep.
And he just cried because he was getting made fun of and he couldn't fucking handle it. And that's the God's honest truth. And all of this talk about harassment and what people have done to him is a justification after the fact for why he took down our YouTube channel. That's the truth. That's the truth.
Yep.
And he's a piece of shit.
Oh, this is crazy. This is crazy.
He's riding a bull. Says, met your wife a few years ago at Oshkosh. Fun woman. Quartering says, this sounds like a troll. It is, obviously, but I actually tend to believe you. She's there all the time.
Oh,
so
no.
bodacious here. We've got a new bull, buddy, the bodacious bull. And he plowed Jer's wife at the Oshkosh, buddy.
She's there all the time?
The Oshkosh bull.
She's there all the time. What did he mean by this?
He's drunk and he's trying to own the meme, but not. It's very strange stuff. Then, the most inexplicable of all these tweets that he did on the weekend is this next one.
Internet blood sports is an undeniable portion of my history, and it's still entertaining for a lot of people. I'm just too old and too fat to care as much.
It's still entertaining for a lot of people. There is no more internet blood sports.
It's dead.
There hasn't been real internet blood sports this decade, you fucking mongoloid tourist.
People hate you for not for entertainment purposes. We hate you because you're a piece of fucking shit who got people flagged, including us. Fuck you.
What we're doing on this show is not internet blood sports. No. Internet blood sports was where you brought on two people with a beef to scream at each other until one of them quit the call. That was internet blood sports, Jer. He doesn't even know what fucking internet blood sports is, but then talks about like the glory days of blood sports and how it was a portion of his history and this and that. Shut the fuck up.
Like we were talking about
He's
this
old.
On the
He's
intro.
fat. He's tired.
On the intro of the show, we talked about this, but I'll repeat it for this segment or whatever. But internet blood sports was like me, Tonka, Ralph, and all the names.
But
Jer was in maybe 2 or 3 streams.
So somebody brought up, okay, well, Jer was there for the Boulder stream. Yeah. And how's that worked out, Jer? Because you're guilty of what Jarbo did, but even worse, because nobody's channel went down as a result of Jarbo. Mm-hmm. He tried and failed. He's basically the exact same thing. But you took away our editor's livelihood, buddy. And you fucked up a bunch of other people's channels as well. And you were just on a lunatic Spurg rampage that you refuse to take any accountability for because you're a new man and you're a Christian now and you've been going to church every Sunday since Charlie died. Except if anybody's been paying attention to your live streams, Jeremy, they know that you admit that you haven't been in months and you've been attending digitally. So just shut the fuck up with this Christian LARP. It's ridiculous, Jer. Stop.
All right. And we got here.
So he got busted on live stream. This is his ban list.
No.
He got busted on live stream doing manual lean in bans. Let's zoom in and have a look at some of the miscreants that Jer's banned in chat, buddy. Let's have a look here if we can.
Oh, do we have
get
more?
zoomed in? No.
Yeah.
So this was just a split second. We've got
Sewer Rat,
Sewer Rat, R.I.P., Leviathans, Imodium Swallower, Totally Normal Chatter, Knobs Dogs, and of course the legendary Adam Sellers 1488, the Jew Bull himself, 07s. For the brave men and women that were banned by Jer, manual lean-in banned. Just see.
How is he so retarded?
He's just really dumb. He's drunk and on drugs all the fucking time.
Who puts their dashboard on the monitor? Sorry, who puts the screen being captured on OBS on the monitor? That your important shit should be on like a side monitor.